This is my take on the so-called spiritual awakening. I wonder if you have heard this term. I've heard this term online, on the internet. It's a term that goes around spiritual circles. This, have you had a spiritual awakening? And it's an experience of, to me, shifting from one energy to another, i.e. waking up to consciousness, waking up to self-development, waking up to awareness, waking up to maybe somatic or psychic ability, whatever it is. And I think the spiritual awakening is someone who has experienced the miracle of gratitude for the first time. So for me, all the spiritual awakening is someone that has experienced present moment, dropped in gratitude for the first time. It's like, yeah, you can be thankful for other things in your head, but for me, present moment, dropped in, full-bodied gratitude throughout every cell of their body is what people are calling their spiritual awakening. That's what I think it is. This is my opinion, take it or leave it. And if you've had a spiritual awakening, or you believe you have, was your experience pure love and gratitude? Grateful to be here. So okay with everything just as it is. It's like everything is just fine the way that it is. And there is this gratitude of where you are right now in life. No wanting to get to somewhere, no needing to be successful, no, I need to be here, I need to do this, I need that. There was just a pure present moment feeling of absolute gratitude with everything just the way it is. Overwhelming sense of, I'm so lucky to be alive. I'm so happy to be here. Everything, all the stuff that I was complaining about in my reality before this experience seems a little bit trivial now. Complaining about perhaps neighbours or where I lived or this, that and the other. Everything is now okay. That's what I think the true spiritual awakening. I think that's what everyone is talking about. It's a present moment experience of gratitude. And another thing that me, whatever that word is to call it an awakening is again giving the impression that that's where you're supposed to be. This is awakened. All these silly people are still asleep. We know better. Da 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 da. So it's the terminology used in spiritual circles that I feel a lot of resistance still to, because it gives the wrong impression. These experiences are happening, but the human still hasn't found the language to fit these experiences. Because now there's this sense of, oh, I need to be awake, or I need to know this, I need to get here, I need to do all the spiritual practice so that I'm here and in the group with everyone else. And I feel like there's still a lot of human kind of groupthink energy in spiritual circles, where it's like, this is the way, and you have to have the spiritual awakening to be like us. You have to have this, you have to have that. And I feel like an outsider from spiritual spaces. And I'm like, that's the frequency that causes wars. You know, I know best, follow me, everyone do as I say. That's the frequency in humans that causes wars. I don't like it. And when I'm at a yoga class or something, I have real resistance when I'm told what to do. And the yoga teacher is telling me, drop all of my meaningless thoughts and drop my ego and, do as she says, and I need to be loving to all things and drop negative thoughts. And I just resist, and I'm there going, I don't like being told what to do, that you feel you know the way, and I need to separate my brain and myself. I'm like, I want to integrate myself, and there's a longing for these experiences to be spoken to in different ways. And yeah, could be called present moment gratitude, whatever it is. It's a frequency that hits rather than awakened state of I'm better than. There's still a power over thing there, and I feel like that is the paradigm that's being shed. So I wonder, write in the comments if you feel you have had an awakening. Was it pure present moment gratitude? Please describe what it was. And then maybe what the mind perceives it to be based on what other people on the internet say, or what other people say that they've had this experience. And I wonder whether they talk about it like, I've had this experience and you haven't. Like, I'm better because of it. I find it really interesting. Because to me, the most important part is loving where people are at. And allowing each sovereign being to be where they're at. And this gratitude frequency that hits people is not something that you could consciously choose. It finds you. So the people that it hasn't found is like, there'll be a meta reason for that, because it's divine, like, I don't know, even uncomprehendable to us, like AI intelligence. This is the pattern that it needs to happen to each being, all very divine timing. So those that haven't have chosen that on a multi-dimensional way, and it's not for me as a human to judge who's awakened, who's not. Sort of like this gratitude frequency is hitting each being at the precise time that it needs to, those that it hasn't hit yet. So like, allow them to be where they're at, rather than some people that have had a spiritual awakening need everyone else to be feeling this. They need to be in the group. They need to be in the group think. They need everyone to have had that experience. And I'm going, that's the energy that causes wars. If everyone has one idea and everyone needs to follow it, it's like beep, 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 beep. What happened then? The Second World War. Somebody had an idea that they thought that was the right thing to do and everybody followed. Hold on a moment. Allow the sovereign beings to be where they're at and trust in this present moment, truth of oneness, truth of everyone's hearts, and allow other people to be where they're at. And I long for a yoga class where the teacher just allows me to be where I'm at, rather than trying to tell me what to do, mold me into a shape, be this. Just is feel your own body, listen to your own body, and be where you're at. And I'll be like, I'd be so relaxed in that space. And this is the core of what I teach. I don't even like the word teach, because it gives the impression there's something to know, but it's more the awareness of each corner of consciousness. So there's a process of integrating each corner of consciousness and learning from each part of you, accepting all the parts of you, no needing to be a certain way, just learning from the consciousness, learning from the self-consciousness, and honoring each sovereign being where they're at. Mwah.